Hey guys, how's it going? And thanks for coming. I'm Nick, and this is Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money, because you know schools aren't. Don't forget to subscribe, so let's get started. So for this video, guys, I thought it would be pretty cool to tell you how I'm able to save 50% of my income. Now that might seem impossible, like, oh my god, how is he doing that? Well, that's why I'm making the video, to tell you guys what I actually do, how I think, and how I make it happen. Getting right into it, guys, the first thing that happens is that I get paid. Just like everyone else. That's how it starts. I have a job, and you get paid every paycheck I get every 2 weeks. I get that paycheck on Friday. That's how we begin. So if you want to be in the same schedule, you kind of need that job to get that paycheck as well. That's how most people live. So as soon as I get that paycheck, it's direct deposited into my checking account. Like I said, every 2 weeks on that Friday, it goes straight into my checking account. And the first thing that I do a transfer from my checking account to my savings account. The first thing I do, guys, I pay myself first. Before anyone takes any of my money, I put it in my savings. Technically, it's a money market account, but I put it in my savings account. I pay myself first. No one touches it before me. Now, why I do this and why other people might as well is, well, first, that you're not tempted to buy something. You know, if you're just constantly looking at your checking account and seeing how much money you have in there, if you have less in there because most of it's in your savings, you're kind of tempted to spend less because you have less and you're able to live on that a little easier. Me personally, I get the enjoyment of seeing that savings account increase every month or so because I keep putting money into it. So instead of buying other things, we're getting into it, but instead of doing other things with it, as money increases, so does my balance, and that makes me continue to do this. Now, I'm not going into specific, like, my salary-wise, and the main reason because it doesn't matter, guys. One quote that I will always live by is that it doesn't matter how much you make, but how much you keep. Now, there are probably millions of people out there that make more than me, but I'm still able to keep more than most people, and I'm going to tell you exactly why now. So that was my income. Simple, just paycheck coming in, nothing fancy there. But for my expenses, on the other hand, which is a little bit more interesting than our income. So first, starting off with the first expense, credit card debt. I don't have any of it. Every single month now, yeah, I do use credit cards to buy things that I need, whether it's gas to get for my car to get to the job. You know, I still have bills for car insurance, for phone and stuff like that, and little bills. But after that, I pay it off every single month, so I pay no interest at all. Now imagine living like that, guys. Look at your credit card payment. Imagine if you didn't have that. Well, it feels amazing, so that's why you should start paying off your credit card debt so you don't have it anymore. So instead of giving your money to the credit card company, it stays in your wallet. And I kind of rip off the credit card companies because I get that cash back rewards, of course. I have a couple cards with, basically every card has that now. But it could be like 1% cash back, others have maybe 2-3% cash back. So I reap those benefits while paying them no interest. Credit cards hate people like me. The second expense is a car payment. I don't have that one either. The average car payment, guys, is $500 a month. Now, I don't know if you guys have car loans. I don't know how much you're paying for those car loans, but the average is that. Imagine instead of giving that to Toyota or Honda or whoever, or Beamers, people have to have luxury cars, right? Instead of paying that out, imagine keeping it. Moving quite smoothly into the third expense, well, not third expense, but something that I always think about is materialism. I'm not materialistic, guys. I don't need to buy things to make me happy. And I feel like a lot of people are actually in that category, especially in America, right? We always want to buy things. There are always commercials, there are advertisements that you need this thing. You need a new phone, you need a new car, you need new clothes, you need all these things. Well, let's think of what actually happens when we buy these things, guys. When we get like a new phone or a new car, it feels great, right? Everyone feels great when we get something new. But what happens? We usually get used to it and you kind of don't care about your phone at this point or your car because you've had it. So now you look to buy newer things to get that feeling again. And the cycle starts all over again, guys. So if we are smart enough to realize that this cycle of buying things will never make us happy, then you don't need to buy things in the first place. So I'm not materialistic. I save a lot of money not buying things. And it's not like I'm diminishing myself or restricting myself. That's my lifestyle. I'm happy with what I got. So like we said, this could be for clothes, it could be for cars, it could be phones, it could be technology, it could be expensive food, going out all the time. Entertainment, we spend a lot on entertainment or things that we want, not necessarily need. Now, I think that we should limit our entertainment. We shouldn't get rid of it. Like, we should enjoy our lives. But too much is a little too much. Like, I like having fun and everything, but at the same time, the time that I use to improve myself, to learn new things so I could become a better person. So that continuous improvement takes up a lot of time, actually. Like these videos, so subscribe. The fourth expense are student loans. I don't have those either, guys. Now, I'll be honest with you, I did have a little help paying for student loans. However, if I needed to, I still would have been paid it off. So no matter what happened, I would still have no student loans at this point. So I don't know what the average student loan payment is. I'm assuming could be like a couple hundred, maybe a few $100s. And again, imagine keeping that instead of giving it to universities. And the fifth expense is that I don't have a girlfriend, so I'm saving a lot of money there. But seriously, guys, notice that I'm not necessarily focusing a lot on just the income. Now, yeah, obviously, have more income, it could help us out if we're wise with it. You know, if we get another job, get a raise, get a promotion, start like a side business or a small business, that could increase our income. But if we're increasing our expenses at the same time, we're going to be in the same exact position making more money than right now. So ironically, more money for most people is not going to help them whatsoever. So increasing our income is great and all, but make sure you're either keeping your expenses the same or even decreasing them so you're actually better off with that more money. That's why I think focusing on expenses is actually more important than income, kind of. So again, the quote that I love is, it doesn't matter necessarily how much you make, but how much you keep. Now, technically, I do save more than 50% of my income because part of my expenses that I calculate for my budget and my cash flow and all that stuff, I contribute to like retirement accounts, for investment accounts, so I count that as expenses, but technically that's still my money growing just for the future. So I'm actually saving more than 50%. But if I can do it, you guys can do it too. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Real Life Money. We talk about real life and money. I just started an Instagram account if you guys want to follow. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.